guys, we're here at Rubenstein Law. I'm with Lisa Lopez. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. And here we go. We do like this little thing called like kind of rapid fire. So just a couple very basic questions, and then you kind of. Okay, so colada or cafecito?
Colada. I need the whole thing to get me going.
Likewise. Good answer. That's the right answer. That was a trick question. Guava or no guava?
Guava, always guava.
Guava?
When in doubt, guava.
Okay. Dadeland Mall or Dolphin Mall?
Dadeland Mall.
Why?
Well, because it's more convenient for me. It's across the street.
Yeah,
it's across the street.
Right. Okay. Well, I was gonna ask you Yankees or Marlins, but.
Listen, I'll tell you because that's a tricky thing. Okay, so if the Yankees are playing the Marlins, I'm gonna root for the Marlins because I'm a hometown girl.
Okay.
Even though, if the Yankees win, it's not a bad thing. So it's always a win-win for me. Win-win. But, Yankees.
How about your husband? What team is he a fan?
He's a Mets fan. So
Mets?
It's a house divided over there.
What's going on?
He's also a Patriots fan.
Okay. Patriots?
He's a Patriots fan.
No. Well, didn't end well this year, but anyway.
Okay.
How about your favorite Miami restaurant?
My favorite Miami restaurant
right now.
Cuban
food.
For Cuban food, it would have to be Versailles.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. Okay, and how about favorite Miami restaurant in general?
Okay, so I love Italian food, and there's a little Italian restaurant that we go to a lot. It's called Liability.
Where's that at?
It's right on Kendall Drive, right after the Turnpike Connector.
Oh, cool. So, are you guys from Kendall?
Well, I grew up in like the Sawaseda. Okay. And then when I got married, we moved to Kendall.
Cool. Are you a homebody, or do you guys like to go out?
We're more homebodies now by default because of the baby. But for the most part, we do like to do a lot of things at home. I like to, Friday nights, even before the baby, we would like barbecue and have, our friends and family over. That's what we like to do. Just kind of host things.
Awesome. Tell me one thing that not many people know about you or expect when you say it.
Okay, so if you know me, you know that I'm a huge New Kids on the Block fan, and I'm a blockhead till I die.
That is awesome. Okay, New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
Any hobbies any hobbies?
I used to be a runner, and I used to love running, but now what we do is on Saturdays or Sundays, we'll go for these long, we love to like park the car out by Monty's on the beach and then just take a huge walk all the way through Lincoln and come back. I love being outdoors. I love being active. And that's what we try to stay outdoors as much as possible.
Awesome. How long have you been with Rubenstein Law?
I've been here 2.5 years. It's going to be 3 years now in July.
Where are you from?
I am from Miami. I was born and raised here, but my parents are Cuban.
So tell us a little bit more about yourself. You're a huge baseball fan?
I'm a huge baseball fan. My husband actually played baseball at Columbus. He was a first baseman for FIU. He was a team captain. And cool. I used to do the color commentary for the FIU baseball team. So I've been watching baseball since I was 2 years old with my father. That's why I'm a Yankees fan. It was way before the Marlins had a team. So that was the team we rooted for.
Very
so if I wasn't a lawyer, I'd like to be in baseball somehow.
Cool. So did you guys meet
No, we met.
FIU?
No, we didn't. We met later on in life. And then realized we had this big thing in common.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
What is it like balancing a career and being a new mom?
Being a new mom is the best thing that ever happened to me, but it is very tough. Being a lawyer is, it takes a lot of responsibility. We have a lot of responsibility to our clients, and but I'm managing. It's just about time management, and you have to make sure that you keep everything in compartments. You have to have time for everything. You got to make time for everything.
Right. Growing up in Miami, obviously, you saw the commercials.
Correct. Yo quiero ser su abogado. I never thought I was going to be working for him.
So what was it like the first time? Obviously, you met Robert Rubenstein.
Yeah, of course.
So what was that? Was it kind of like, oh wow, that's him?
You're a little starstruck because you grow up watching this, this commercial. So, but Bob's a really cool guy, and I actually filmed a commercial myself.
Really?
So if you go on YouTube, we did like a bunch. All of us did. All the lawyers here did. So he's kind of been making sure all the lawyers owners are doing the same stores, because we also do, a lot of people think Rubenstein law, we only do auto accidents. No, we also do slip and falls, trip and falls, premise liability cases.
Okay, so let me ask you about the premise liability. What exactly does premise liability mean? And, well, you just said Rubenstein law handles that, so can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Premise liability, it's a legal term, but basically it's when property owners are negligent.
Okay.
So when a property owner acts negligently, they're responsible for the injuries that other people have.
Okay. So if I have a restaurant, maybe not in the best neighborhood, do I as a business owner have a responsibility to have maybe security or keep my customers safe, or how does that work? If something happens outside my restaurant, maybe I have nothing to do with it, but do I have a responsibility to keep my customers safe, or to what extent does a business owner, maybe not in the best neighborhood, to what extent are they liable to have significant security?
Result of a crime that happens on our premises, right? So that's called negligent security, and we handle those cases as well. And yes, a business owner has a duty to protect its customers or the people that come there from any foreseeable criminal acts. So you do have a duty to protect people. If you know that there's a high crime area and you should have a security guard, and you don't have a security guard outside, and somebody's in your parking lot and gets shot or gets robbed, you may be liable for that.
Now, if I'm that business owner and something were to happen, is that a case that Rubenstein would take as a business owner? Something happened in my store, or not really?
We represent injured parties, so we would represent the person that was injured as a result of the business's negligence.
Gotcha. Somebody wants to consult with Rubenstein law. What kind of costs are behind that? How much does it cost to consult with you guys?
There's no cost in a consultation. There's also no cost up front to any of our clients. We work on something called contingency, meaning if we don't acquire a settlement, if we don't get compensation for your case, you don't owe us anything. That's the risk that we take, and most, if not all, personal injury law firms take, is we front the costs, we put in the time, and if we don't get a successful verdict, which means we went all the way to trial, or for whatever reason we can't settle the case, you don't owe us anything. That's a risk that we take. Cool. So that's why if you have an issue where you've been injured, never shy away from giving us a call, because you never know, and a lot of people don't understand that's your right. That is your right to be able to consult a lawyer. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. If you get injured by a truck, is the truck driver liable? Is it a company?
Could be everyone. Trucking companies have a lot of layers. So it could be the driver's fault. It could be the company that hired the driver. It could be the people who loaded the company that paid for the load, the leasing company. There's a lot of different layers to trucking accidents, and the reason for that is because they have a lot of different insurance layers as well. Because imagine you're driving a 20-ton truck. It's like it's a very dangerous instrument. So if they cause an accident, it's going to be much worse than a car accident.
So when you let's say I go to sue somebody or a truck, can you sue multiple parties,
yes,
or you can only sue one, or how does that work?
You can literally sue everyone in the kitchen sink and then determine the liability as I use that term, but basically you do have to sue multiple parties, because you don't want to leave anybody out, and then the people who are involved in the lawsuit say, hey, it's not my fault, it's that guy's fault, and you haven't sued them. And there's time limitations to all this. There's statute of limitations.
Let me ask you, let's say I get a really big settlement or whatnot. First of all, what determines what kind of settlement you get, and also what time frame once it's decided that this is what you deserve? What time frame does a business or whoever's at fault, what kind of time frame do they have to pay that?
Okay, so that all depends, because if you settle the case before you get to court, and when I say that, I mean sometimes cases have to go to trial to resolve. So if you get a verdict, that changes everything. That could really extend the time frame. Okay, because the other party, the negligent party, the person that caused the accident, has an opportunity to appeal the verdict. So that is different. But let's say that you're talking about a
Okay, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Thank you,
Lisa
Miguel.
Lopez,
Thank you so much.
for having me. And once again, if anybody needs to contact you, they can go to Rubenstein Law.
They can go to the Rubenstein Law webpage and get on the live chat, or you can call the number 305-661-6000.
Or 1-800-FL-LEGAL.
Or
1-800-FL-LEGAL. How could I forget that?
Thank you guys so much. And again, if you want to talk to Lisa, or there's a case that you think you might have or not, don't hesitate to call. You never know. Again, if you have any friends or family that's been in an accident, make sure to call. Don't miss out.